Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Matt. So we're coming at you with a video. This video is going to be with less than an hour of gameplay. You can make any melee class overpowered and also farm runes too. So make sure you guys are watching the whole video it clearly explains how to farm the runes and make any melee class overpowered. Less than an hour of gameplay from start to finish. Okay, so we're going to start with the samurai class. And the reason why we start with samurai class is because he starts with a bleed weapon. You obviously need a bleed weapon for the farm, for the rune farm. So you just need a bleed weapon, but any melee class get overpowered. You don't really necessarily need a rune farm for the overpowered, but it helps tremendously. So that's why we start with that. And also too, you want to make sure you're starting with the golden seed. Because obviously the golden seed is where you always want to start any character with. Alright, so first things first, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and travel to the church. You want to talk to Kale. And also too, what you need to do is you need to get some runes. You just need about 400 runes-ish. So we could just grab the set of runes right there in front of the doorway. And what you want to do is you want to buy the crafting kit. Crafting kit is important later on. So you want to grab the crafting kit and
you should buy yourself a crafting kit essential. The kit costs are the important. Goodbye for now. What is it? I'm glad you took my warning to heart.
then what we're going to do after that is we're going to head to the gate side of Grace. The reason why we got to get to that Grace over there is so we can get the steed. That's what we need to travel the lands faster. That's why we get the steed.
Have you heard of the day, sir? But I can play the turning route to aid you. You need go to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon me. I bequeath. It will not torrent. Treat him.
So over here, what you want to do is you want to try to travel along the road. Because along the road, what you're going to do is you're going to hear the howling. And that's what you need to do is hear the howling sound. I'll explain that later on. But just make sure you travel along the road on the way up to the church. Is what you need to do up north. So just do that. Now that we're over here at the church, what you're going to do is you want to grab the flask. So after you grab the flask, you hit the grace, and then after you hit the grace, you're going to go behind the church and you're going to go inside the portal that is hidden inside the water. Now, after we hit the portal, what we want to do is we're trying to go down to Fort Froth. That's where our location is that we need to be at, is Fort Froth. If you guys know how to get there, then get there. If not, then you can go ahead and watch the route that I go.
Forgive me. To determine if you had, it seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is, but I can take you to the gathering.
After we're at Fort Froth, the first thing we need to do is get the grace, because, you know, if you die, then you have the grace right there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go inside the fort to go ahead and grab this Soreseal. That's our plan. So now after we do that, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and go back to the Church of Eli. We're going to talk to Ranny, and also we're going to go talk to Kale.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet I am the witch. I'd heard tell of it, and upon looking at the talk, I saw art possessed call forth. I was entrusted by torrents for. 'Tis a bell to summon them where the spirits will now 'tis thy. Forgive mine intrusion, tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the tarnished tire of obeisance to the 2 fingers?
Wait, well, you're back. The howl of a... I suppose he must still be... I know. Why, next time you hear the... Don't fret. There's I just have an ing. Goodbye, for now.
Now, after talking to Randy, what we're going to do is we're going to talk to Kale. And what Kale's going to want us to do is he's going to want us to go to Mistwood Ruins so we could talk to Blad. And we need to do this quest line, and you will know here in a minute of why we need to complete this quest line.
Who goes there? Kale sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darriwil. He fled somewhere nearby. Whatsoever. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward. Darriwil is...
So after we talk to Blad, what he's going to want us to do is he's going to want us to go down south by Whipping Peninsula. Not in Whipping Peninsula, but just to the north of Whipping Peninsula, south of Limegrave, to fight Darwin. What we're gonna have to do. So we need Blad to help us fight him. So when we get to Darwin, Blad's gonna help us fight him, and Darwin drops a Bloodhound Fang, the sword that we need in order for this powerful setup that we're gonna have. And also too, we need Blad to help us, because after Blad helps us, then he's gonna drop a smithing stone that we need to upgrade the weapon.
Darriwil. Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you. We're out to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word.
After we do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the shortcuts to Liurnia of the Lakes. Gotta get to Liurnia of the Lakes for another item that we need. So when we get to Liurnia and the lakes, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go inside the church to go ahead and get the tier, because obviously we need those for flasks and stuff like that. So we might as well just grab them all on their way. And also too, whenever you see the golden seeds, go ahead and pick those up too on your way. They're always going to be on the route that we're going to go. And you always want to pick those up just so we could upgrade all the flasks and stuff like that later. It's also going to help with just being powerful, part of it, you know? So while we're here at the Liurnia Lakes, what we're going to do, the whole point is just follow the path, grab a couple graces, grab the maps, and the whole goal is to go ahead and go to the west side of the lake and go to near the church. Over around the church area, it's not always in the same spot, but it's always in the area, in the lake area. And you're going to find the little scarab. The scrab drops the blood flame blade, which we're going to need to embed into our blood fang. And it's going to be super powerful after that. And then after we get that, we need to go ahead and go up northwest, around like northwest area. We're going to go ahead and follow the path all the way up to the blacksmith up there in the northwest area corner. Now, after we got the grace over there by the blacksmith in the northwest and Liurnia of the Lakes, what we need to do is we need to fast travel back to Fort Froth. Now, over at Fort Froth, this is where we do the Rune Farm. So in order to complete this Rune Farm, what we need to do is obviously just do the normal thing to the dragon that I'm sure everybody knows. There's no secrets. Also, this Rune Farm really is no secret at all either. So, but in case you guys don't know, for beginner players, this is what you got to do. You have to hit that dragon with a bleed weapon. And with the bleed weapon, what you're going to do is, before you do the last little bit of his health, it's going to take a while. So make sure you be patient. It's going to take a while. And so what we're going to do is just going to keep hitting him with the bleed weapon. And whenever he gets to the last little bit, before he gets to the last piece, then what you're going to do is you're going to hop on your horse. After you hop on his horse, you keep hitting him until he dies. Once his health goes all the way up to 0, don't wait for him to despawn. Run back to the grace before he despawns. Because if he despawns and he gives you the dragon hearts, then you fail. But if you run back to the grace before he despawns, after you'll still get the runes, but he won't despawn. So what you do is you just keep on doing it as many times as you want. I only did it twice because that's really all I needed was 100k runes. So I did it twice, and I also left the dragon up after I did it twice. So I never, I would suggest you never kill the dragon completely, because you could always come back and farm more runes later on if you need be. And this is a great rune farm just because it's early game rune farm. So this is the earliest game rune farm that you can do, and it gives you so many. It gives you about 50k runes every time that you do it. Obviously, it takes a little while. It's not really a fast rune farm, but it is a good rune farm. It's probably the fastest one at this early level that you can get. So that's what you do. This is the rune farm. I'm sure everybody knows it, but if you're a beginner player, then that's the gist of it. You should just watch the video. I kind of show how to do it, how it's done, and yeah. After we get the runes that we wanted, the 100k, I got 100k runes, what I got, whatever, how much you want to do it, however long you want to do that rune farm for. Obviously, it's going to be more than an hour if you push it, but yeah, so you go back to the blacksmith over there, the northeast corner, or the northwest corner of Liurnia of the Lakes. And what you're going to do is you're going to buy the extra Somber stones that you need, the 3 and 4, and with those, whatever, you're going to upgrade your weapon all the way to +4. And then at +4 is good enough. You could obviously get a +5 Somber stone somewhere, but honestly, you don't really need it if you want to be super overpowered, I guess. But a +4 is perfect. after you're done upgrading the weapon and also leveling up your stats, what you're going to need to do is you need to go to Round Table Hold. And at the Round Table Hold, what you're going to need to do is talk to the three sisters, the two sisters or whatever they're called, and you're going to need to get a finger seal. So the finger seal, you're going to need it, and the reason why you need it is because you use the Bloodfame blade incantation is why you're going to need it. So after you're done with getting the finger seal and all that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go to Stormhill Shack. And when you get to Stormhill Shack, you just need to follow up the path to get to Margit. Now, obviously, right here is where we need to be. You should be at probably like almost an hour-ish around this time, and depends on how fast you travel, how fast you move, whatever. You know, obviously, I sped up this video a lot just to get all the nonsense out of the way, just so I can give you guys a clear, good video. But obviously, it's still going to be less than an hour, or a little bit over an hour-ish, kind of. It depends, but yeah, so what we gotta do for this is we're gonna have the Bloodfame blade, activate it, two-hand the weapon, and then just use mostly use the Ash of War and the Bloodfame or Bloodfame, and you'll smack her down pretty quick. This is overpowered for pretty much like Margit, Godric, and probably the next like 2 or 3, probably all the way up to like Renala. Honestly, actually Renala would be easy with this setup. So you'd be good for like the next like 4 or 5 bosses easy with this setup alone. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Leave a comment, a like. What do you guys think of this video? You guys think it was a good video, a bad video? If you guys hit the dislike, just let me know why you hit the dislike. I like constructive criticism, just not shit comments. You know, there's like a difference. But anyways, dude, I like you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope I was very clear on the steps on how to do it. And if I wasn't, go ahead and ask the questions in the comments. I'll definitely answer them. I appreciate it, guys. See you guys on the next one.